Hey everyone, I'm your host Olivia, and you are watching Timeless News. Today we are discuss about why Republicans worried about elections. This morning, there's a noticeable sense of nervous energy moving through Republican circles across the country. It isn't loud or dramatic, but it's there quiet, persistent, and difficult to ignore. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis put words to that feeling in a recent social media post. He reminded observers that special elections are often unusual, sometimes unpredictable, and not always reliable indicators of what will happen in a general election. But then he added something important. A political swing of this size, he said, cannot simply be dismissed. Republicans, he cautioned, need to look honestly and clearly at the political environment as the midterm elections approach. So, what exactly is driving this concern? It all comes down to a single special election in Texas, one that took place in a state Senate district near Fort Worth. On the surface, it might seem like just another local race, but the results sent a shockwave far beyond Texas. This was a district Donald Trump had won comfortably in 2024 by 17 points. It was considered safely Republican territory. And yet, in Saturday's special election, the Democratic candidate didn't just perform well, they won outright, by 14 points. That's more than a 30-point swing to the left. This wasn't a gradual shift or a narrow upset. It was a dramatic political surge. The district didn't drift left, it launched there. Enton acknowledged that special elections can be strange. Turnout is often low. Circumstances can be unusual. But he emphasized that results like this are not flukes. When a district swings more than 30 points, it signals something deeper. Ignoring it, he warned, would be politically dangerous. Even longtime Republican Congressman Pete Sessions, who knows North Texas politics well, admitted the outcome was stunning. He said Democrats simply don't win races like this in North Texas. He suggested weather conditions and ice storm may have played a role. But as Enton dryly noted, weather doesn't explain a 31-point shift. That kind of movement reflects voters making a statement. And if Republicans choose to overlook it, Enton warned, they could find themselves locked out of a House majority when the midterms arrive. This brings us to a larger and more important question. What do special elections really tell us? On their own, any single race can be explained away. But politics isn't shaped by one data point, it's shaped by patterns. And when analysts look at special elections collectively, a very clear picture begins to emerge. Across special elections in the 2025-2026 cycle, Democratic candidates are outperforming their 2024 presidential results by an average of 12 points. That alone is notable. But when you focus specifically on federal special elections, the average Democratic overperformance rises to more than 15 points. That's not a coincidence. It's a trend. History helps put this into context. Similar patterns appeared during the 2017-2018 election cycle. Back then, Democrats consistently exceeded Hillary Clinton's 2016 margins in special elections. At the time, some dismissed those results as overhyped, but they ended up forecasting what came next. Democrats gained roughly 40 seats in the House during the 2018 midterms. There's also a longer historical record to consider. Going back to the 2005-2006 cycle, analysts have tracked how parties perform in special elections compared to their previous presidential results. The finding is striking. 5 out of 5 times, the party that consistently overperformed in special elections went on to win control of the U.S. House. Every time. That's why this moment feels different. It's not just Texas. It's not just one race. It's the accumulation of results, stacked together, telling a coherent story. That story is why Republican leaders are uneasy this morning. As the discussion continued, Democratic Congressman Adam Smith of Washington State weighed in. He didn't sound triumphant, but he did sound confident. He pointed to the Texas result as a sign of real opportunity, while also stressing that elections are still months away and nothing is guaranteed. Smith argued that many voters are reacting to what they see as damaging Republican policies. He mentioned proposed healthcare cuts, sweeping tariffs, aggressive immigration enforcement, and a broader sense that the current administration is governing without listening. He also pointed to nationwide protests, with millions of Americans showing up to express their frustration. At the same time, Smith acknowledged something Democrats themselves have struggled with in recent years: messaging. After the 2024 election, he had publicly argued that Democrats needed to sharpen their message and reconnect with voters. Now he suggested that work may finally be paying off. recent special election wins support that idea. In Houston, Democrats flipped a House seat, narrowing the already slim Republican majority. In another Texas district, Union leader and Air Force veteran Taylor Ramett flipped a deeply Republican state Senate seat again, in a district Trump had won by 17 points. Ramett's victory, like the others, amounted to a roughly 31-point shift. These margins matter, especially in a House where control can hinge on just 1 or 2 seats. As commentators noted, the Republican majority is now so narrow that even minor disruptions, illness, absences, internal disagreements can affect votes. Still, not everyone is ready to declare a turning point. Some caution that special elections are often overanalyzed. Former President Trump himself downplayed the Texas result, noting that he wasn't on the ballot and suggesting that unusual outcomes simply happen sometimes. But critics argue that this may be part of the problem. While attention is focused on past elections and old grievances, frustration may be building quietly among voters in districts that were once considered political locks. Even Republican leaders are beginning to acknowledge this. Public statements from officials in Texas and Florida suggest a growing awareness that something has shifted. They emphasize caution, yes, but also concern. Special elections don't decide the future on their own. They are snapshots, not final verdicts. But when enough snapshots line up, they start to reveal direction. Right now, that direction is making many Republicans uneasy and giving Democrats reason to believe that the political winds may be turning once again. And as history has shown, when those winds start to shift, ignoring them rarely ends well.